Hello and welcome back to the 100-day art challenge. In this video we're talking about Cubism, and I was at a portrait drawing session in St. Asaph with a friend of mine, and he was discussing Cubism, and he showed me a portrait side profile like this one. This isn't the one, this is some AI generated portrait that I found online, but imagine trying to draw this portrait but doing it through the lens of Cubism, and this is the picture of Cubism that I was shown. So this is another piece by Picasso, just like the other three at the beginning. I found this drawing style very challenging, but in a good way. Now, for full disclosure, this is me redrawing what I drew. The reason being, there are several submissions for the 100-day challenge which I didn't film and still uploaded to Instagram, or have as a submission that haven't been uploaded yet, but I have every intention of that being an upload because it was something which I did, and what I've done is just recreated the drawings each time. But as you can see, the piece that I was using as a reference is in the top right. I wish I had the portrait that I was looking at as well, but it was kind of similar to the one that I showed you before. I would give credit, but I don't even know if it's relevant to give credit for AI work, so we'll find that out in the near future. Maybe what I've done is a bit of a faux pas, and I apologise if so, but I didn't see an obvious name attached to the image that I uploaded before for the AI piece. But yeah, so I tried to use some of the elements from the Picasso piece that you can see there in my interpretation of the portrait that I was drawing. Just like the box under the eye, which I can imagine will be the eye socket that he made into a box, and the triangle that is up against the forehead that you can see that is this shaded in wedge there up next to the eye, and that he's got as a black triangle. And because I'm just doing my whole piece in red oil pastel, I just block it in just so that it's tonally equivalent. And it was really interesting to do this because I learnt a lot about how to interpret different design choices when it comes to portraiture and different aspects of either hair or the face or facial features, and very interesting way that he created to make art. And I know that it's not everyone's thing, but I've always found it curious, and to actually try it for myself was really interesting and a good challenge. I should probably do more of this type of thing, but it's hard to to make yourself invest time into experimenting with other people's art type. Now you can see here the curls that I'm doing for the bottom of the hair are quite different to what he's done. He's done curls coming down from the front of the ear that curl down the neck, and then swooping curls that go from the back of the ear to the back of the neck, whereas I'm doing big thick locks because it was more accurate with the portrait that I was looking at. I will show the piece that I drew afterwards. You have to forgive the camera angle. This is just to show an example of how I drew it. If I would have filmed it, it would have been from a more direct angle, I would have hoped anyway. But because I thought I'll recreate the drawing, which was quite interesting to redraw my drawing, and I've done that for a few pieces now so that I can share with you some of the submissions. But yeah, it means that you have some of these extreme angles for a few videos, but it's better than not having any drawing at all and me having to just make it up. But yeah, I didn't do quite as angular a mouth as he did. I had some rounded shapes for the mouth, which I think I'd change in the future, but it was still a construction that I think I would like to have influence on my future decisions, because maybe not Cubism necessarily, but elements of a Cubist kind of practice wouldn't hurt, because it just opens up different possibilities for art making, which I just had never really considered. And there's an interesting balance between the light and dark areas. I know it looks as if I've shaded in a lot, but you can see there's a section for the eye, there's a touch around the nose, on the inside of the nose that stays light, and then parts of the hair so that it doesn't touch necessarily. It's certain sections get shaded in, because I was trying to marry up what I was seeing in the Picasso piece there with what I was doing. But there we are, that's pretty much what I've done, and you will see here, this is the piece that I drew. I appreciate you watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much, and I will see you tomorrow.